your period of waiting for the right man, you ought to be doing something. There is nothing on earth that doesn't need preparation, including marriage. My name is Mrs. Favor Ime Orumbasi. I am that's your number one family global therapist. A woman that has answer to that you need. Why am I here? I am here to open your eyes. I am here to inculcate knowledge. I am here to let you know certain things concerning your home and your life. Please, I always say that your best friend, your closest friend, isn't the right person you ought to discuss your personal affairs with. Your relations are not. Make use of family therapist, a person that doesn't know anything about you at all entirely. Go get a family therapist. Discuss your affairs with. The person will advise you and counsel you. Please, that's why I am here on this platform. And thank God, God is using me to reconcile family. God is using me to change mentality, the IQ of people. Please do well to call me on this number. With this number 080-3932-2035. Okay? Today, I welcome you into this family therapy section. In this life, everything that you need in this life or you want to embark on need adequate preparation. Your building, if your building is not well solidified, it would have collapsed by now. It would have collapsed by now. The quality of building, the standard of building depends on the foundation. Likewise, marriage. If you don't lay a good foundation in marriage, your marriage might collapse. When you are waiting for the right man to come, what are you doing with your time? How are you preparing yourself? What are you doing? Do you think my marriage is bread and butter? Do you think that marriage is for kids? Marriage is a serious task that needs people that will sit up. You need to prepare for marriage before you become a wife. Before you change from being a lady to a wife, there's a gap. There are things you need to learn. And when you fail to learn, definitely you fail. You learn every day and you must keep on learning. Marriage is the first institution established by God. Before you step into the higher institution, you need to take exams. Perhaps WAEC, JAMB, before you get admission into university. Likewise, marriage. You need to get prepared before you step into marriage. Why we are having a lot of divorce? Why we are having a lot of crisis in marriage is because most people thought that marriage is for losers. The marriage is for kids. Isn't. Today, I'm going to open your eyes to certain things you need to be doing while you're waiting for the right man. Number one, develop intimate relationship with God. You cannot do without God in your marriage. God should be the foundation of that marriage. Knowing God should be the priority. Knowing God should be the first thing. Knowing God before you start thinking of marriage. Before you start thinking of anything, go get God into your life. Marry God first. If you fail to marry God first, that marriage will be very difficult for you. Marriage is not carnal. Marriage is a spiritual thing that you need to have God. Seek biblical wisdom. Study the word of God. Develop a lifetime of prayer. Develop a life of prayer. You need to be a prayerful woman. You need to develop your prayer life. You need to know how to study the word of God. You need to have scriptures. You need to dedicate to living for God. Love God. When you love God first, God will go and get a man that will love you the way you loved him. Don't push aside God. Don't push God aside and say, I want to get married. You will fail. 100% failure. So put God in front. God is the foundation of your marriage. Master the art of fidelity. No man wants a woman that can be faithful. The men, they want women. They need women that can be faithful. Even when they are there or not, that woman will be faithful to them. Master the art of fidelity. They don't want a woman that is too loose. A woman that turn her neck to every man, any man she sees. Men need women that will be faithful to them. Yes. Even in the midst of their unfaithfulness, they still want a woman that will be faithful to them. So master the art of fidelity before you step into marriage. Master it. Learn how to be on your own. Learn how to respect yourself. Learn how to close your leg. Learn how to be contented with what you have. Yes. Learn how to zip up. Learn how to stay without a man when you are still waiting for the right man. Be 100% committed in that courtship. Most of you are in courtship, but you are still sleeping around. You wed next week, but you are still sleeping with your ex. Be 100% committed in that courtship, in that marriage, before you step into marriage. Be happy with what God has given you. Somebody has proposed to you. You are wearing engagement ring. You are still sleeping around. You are wearing engagement ring. You are still sleeping around. You are sharing your wedding card. You are still sleeping around. Can't you see that something is wrong with you? That when you step into that marriage, you will still be sleeping around. Yes. How can you be into courtship? You are still messing yourself up. There is every tendency that when you step into that marriage, you will still be messing up. So master the art of fidelity before you become a wife. Have control over your life. Have control over your virginity. Stop sleeping around. Stop opening up to everyone. Develop the ability to take care of your home. Emotionally, physically, develop the ability to take care of your home. Try to be in peace and love people around you. Yes, develop this atmosphere of taking care of your home. Because if you don't, you will not be in peace with anybody. If you step into that marriage, everybody will be your enemy. Your mother-in-law will be your enemy. Your sister-in-law will be your enemy. Your brothers-in-law will be your enemy. Because you've not learned it before you step into quarrels. In your family, you quarrel with everybody. You don't know how to have peace. If you step into that marriage, you quarrel with everybody too. Develop the ability to take care of your home, both emotionally and physically. Before you get into marriage, my dear, go and learn how to cook. I'm talking to single girls. Go learn how to cook. Men, they love food so much. And they like women that can cook for Africa, for the nation. Yes. For a man to have energy to do his assignments, you need to feed the man. You need to give the man the right food. Yes. Go learn how to cook before you become a wife. Because men, they need food. Most of you cannot cook. Can you imagine? Most of you cannot, you cook potty. Do you know what is potty? Anytime you cook, your food doesn't drive a man back home. Your food doesn't drive your man back home because you cannot cook. But when you know how to cook, any day you didn't cook with your husband, you see him crying like a baby. You don't know? Men can cry for food. Though. They don't joke with food. So before you become a wife, go and learn how to cook. It's very necessary. Are you getting what I mean? Make smart financial decision. Don't be a woman, a lady that spends extravagantly. Make smart financial decision. If you don't know how to curtail expenses, you will mess and misuse your husband's to be money. You'll be misusing money. You will not know what you want per time. You will not have scale or preferences. Everything. Once money enters your hand, you'll be buying anything buyable. So make smart financial decision. Learn it before you step into marriage. Don't spend away money. Save money. Lastly, be committed in pursuing your goal. Pursue your goal. Marriage is a stepping stone. But marriage is not your goal. Marriage is not your vision. So start when you are single, when you are waiting for the right man to pursue your goal. Know the stuff you are made of. Develop yourself. No one wants to marry a liability. You are going in there to add to the man. You are not going in there to subtract from the man. So the question here is, what are you going to add to your husband? Liability? Good for nothing? You are going into that marriage to add to the man, not to subtract from him. So know what you are good at. Prepare yourself in your goal and your career before you step into a man. Don't be a liability. Don't go and be depending on the man. When you over depend on your husband, you lose your respect. Singlehood. Single season is the opportunity you have to begin or to build your career. When you are single, that's the only opportunity you have to build up your career. There will be a time you will not have time to do those things. But now you are single and you are waiting for the right man to become your wife. This is time for you to what? Season for you to develop yourself. With these 3 points of mine, I hope I'm able to make you this money, not to destroy you. Please, go get a life before you become a wife. That is only when you become a good wife, strong mother, powerful helper. The period of your waiting for the right man is the period for you to develop yourself. Not to waste and be sleeping up and down. The sleeping up and down cannot add anything to you. It will certainly reduce you. Please, I can't end this video without letting you know that I love you so much. Please do well to extend the love. Like the video. Share. comment, visit our YouTube for more. Thank you for being a part of this platform. I love and cherish you. See you next time. Anybody that is around you, any single girl around you, or even married women that doesn't have life, tell them to go and get life. Thank you. Bye-bye.